We might all love disc golf, but that doesn't mean we have to like everyone that plays. Let me take a step back before I turn on ultra hater mode. Now, I don't mean it to straight up hate. Well, besides if you throw dynamic. Rather, I hope we can all agree that sometimes disc golfers can be incredibly annoying, and often that can cause frustration. Don't believe me? What about the pencil whipper trying his best to shave off strokes? Not too sure what's going on in these guys' minds, because it's pretty obvious to tell your 8 was not a 4. Well, for anyone besides those that putt with a berg, that is. They can't count that high, so cut them some slack. But that's not even what pisses me off the most about these dudes. Nah, it's the 60-foot turbo putts they be smashing in my face when I'm still out here botching bullseye putts like it's my job. Could be that, or it's the fact they have to scream every chance they get. I think it's a part of the rules when bagging a berg, to be as obnoxious as possible. I mean, who cares if there's other people playing? We can agree that bro's a douche though, right? There's no reason to be yelling, besides for an ace of course. Then you can turn on full disc golf Jesus mode.
Groove, come on. Yes!
I really don't care if you just found out your wife wants a divorce. Shouldn't have decided to putt with the roaches in the first place. If you use the bottom of the barrel, expect to be treated that way. Still not an excuse to express your anger out loud when you damn well know already no one gives a shit about your problems. Gives off the same energy as the guy who posts all his problems on Facebook, yet will complain about people who post all their problems on Facebook. The double standards are crazy. Just like all those lames who bitch about having to do score, yet won't pay attention when the card does the classic score check after each hole. You know, the dude still crying about his double bogey for missing back-to-back 15-footers. That might sound harsh, but you got homie over there asking everyone what they got 3 holes ago. You're the problem here, not that everyone has to take score. Because let's be real, no one wanted to be chosen as one of the 2 people that had to keep score in the first place. This way, everyone could be equally pissed. Just like those in the card when you got the one dude taking forever on every shot. I know it's in the rules that you can take 29 seconds if you want, but damn, do you really have to? I hope you know everyone else is making fun of you behind your back. At least I'll do it to your face. I'm the guy that gets paranoid that I'm taking forever on the tee pad just to watch the footage back and it be literally 10 seconds. So I have no fucking idea how you people could be taking over 30 seconds every shot. You're making me look real bad in front of my imaginary girlfriend. Not as bad as fucking Nate over here, though.
Put a lot of pressure on Jefferson there, Jackson. He sees me in the background. Told ya.
Typically, I would laugh this one off, but when your boy is sucking more dick putting this round than Tina on her OnlyFans, I was a bit frustrated. But have you ever played with a shit talker that doesn't know when to shut his mouth? There needs to be some written rules about not saying anything until the next hole. Because some smart ass comment when my disc is in the woods is not setting me up for success here. Plus, I don't ever say shit about those maxed out 250-foot drives that make you grunt. Or that's from the back pain, you old fucks. See, at least I wait until after the league round to throw my shots. I get it though, when your best round is as good as my worst, I would talk smack when I had the chance too. What tag do you have again? Yeah, sit down boy. Honestly though, would rather that guy on my card than the dude that says nice bid when I hit the cage. Hey bud, not every putt is a good run. Actually, 99% of the time someone says that shit, it wasn't. I know you gotta keep the vibes up, but I'm not gonna lie to a grown man while I'm looking at him in the eyes. Just feels dirty. Kinda like those people buying discs just to flip them for a profit. I get that it's your side hustle, but making $10 off a disc sounds like you should take one of those McDonald's jobs. They're always hiring. And since you play disc golf, I know your skill set is limited to throwing frisbees, so it's perfect. Discs were meant to be thrown, not sit in your closet until someone will spend too much money on it years later. Makes my skin boil. Not as much as homie who stands in the way of the camera when I'm recording. Okay, that one might just be personal, but I'll stand on that. But shit pisses me off. Just like the 3 minutes you get when I'm looking for your goofy disc. Now that doesn't go for everyone, but damn, if this is the 5th hole in a row that I gotta look for your shit, my guy, I'm gonna go to the next one. But above all, and I hope we can agree, are the loud music fucks that turn the course into their own personal concert. The bad part is, this is usually an additional gripe added to an already shitty disc golfer. Why do they always come strapped with a Bluetooth speaker? It gets worse too, because this type of disc golfer has subcategories to it. But no matter which type you get, they nearly always think their music taste is superior to others. Oftentimes, they don't even ask if it's okay to play the damn thing. They just have it going like I'm trying to listen to some TikTok songs mixed in with Eminem. Like the Kill His Mom Eminem. I got a question. How do you ask these people to not play their shitty music? I'm socially awkward and would never want to start confrontation. Not because I don't want to start a fight. I just would rather wait until after the round to feel the pain in my hand after punching a Swiftie in the head. But for real, how do you guys handle that situation? Because personally, I've never seen it happen, but I've heard plenty of shit talking behind these dudes' backs. I probably should break down some of the most common types, and I know you've seen these people before. Or, I guess heard. You got the shitty beer heavy metal combo that makes grandma's ears bleed. I swear all I hear is screaming and something about murder. Always rocking that Dark Ace apparel though. Loyal all the way to the pen. And all I know is they talk mad shit about the guys bumping mumble raps, saying they can't understand what they be saying, yet their music sounds like Vikings yelling. At least those guys listen to intelligent bars that make a person look like they just saw someone putt with a judge. I mean, Blueface did once say, I keep 2 dicks to give 2 fucks. I'll take that over the country guy telling me I need to take another lap around the pasture with the Bud Light logo facing out while fucking a scarecrow. It doesn't have to be all that bad though. Sometimes you get someone on the aux playing good music. Some dead, fish, or whatever else music will soothe them through the handful of mushrooms they just ate. Or there's homeboy that takes you to Blue Ribbon Pines for an actual concert on the course. I might not know anything about EDM music, but you're telling me I get to sleep under the giant-ass BRP sign? Fuck yeah, I'm there. Essentially, this was a 3-day music festival that had an 18-hole course throughout the property that was entirely glow. So you could play all night long, and some people did, but I'm sure that was just the drugs. First night, I made it until about midnight before the alcohol had other plans for me. But I wasn't too fucked up to see the awful choices my boy Impasta was using. Thankfully for him, it was too dark for me to talk shit about his discs, but then again, here we are. Before that though, I want to highlight the fact that BRP made a new layout just for this event. There were still some of the iconic holes, but others were completely different. Literally cut trees and made new fairways, which shows the commitment. Took the OG layout and made it a different course. There were still some favorites included, but others completely new made just for the event, which is pretty cool. I will say I played it in pitch black for the first time, and I think it ended up better than the daytime round. Not sure how that's possible, especially with how fucked up I was. Never drank so many old styles in my life. I will say it's a different experience throwing over people tripping balls. I can only imagine they think it's some flying saucer or something. But nope, just a fucking frisbee. The saddest yet one of the coolest parts was not playing the sign hole, but when you see the fairway field entirely filled with cars, it's pretty amazing. Especially when I was just at one of the biggest A tiers they run the other weekend, and hands down more people were on the property for this than that event. Weird to say, but happened. Not as weird as a dude putting with PA3s. If that isn't a cry for help, I don't know what is. Sucks I'm a bad friend. And if I was better, I would have told you a long time ago to stop throwing the fucking pilot. Unless you want to keep humiliating yourself. Which wouldn't be too surprising as you got a razor claw. It's almost like you compensated for a shitty approach disc by getting the Zone OS. Not sure what made you go from both ends of the spectrum, but I'll just blame it on the hair in your eyes. Which is what I'm sure was the reason you kept hitting all the trees around. Or it could have been the fact we're in 2024 and you're still out here using the MD3 like the Swedes didn't fuck that mold up. Then again, you put 146 gram Origin in your bag and thought that was smart. I just gotta ask, why? Seriously, what the fuck was going through your head there? And then to buy not 1 but 2 mutants? You really are dumb. Not sure what a pine is, but based on your other disc selections, can assume it's pretty shitty too. I'm sure someone in the comments will correct me if I'm wrong though. Hey, look at that, an FD. Yeah, you're right, it's the stupid version. I feel bad for any new disc golfer that won't get to experience when Discmania was actually putting out straight heat. Okay, a Firebird. Finally something I can't immediately shame you for. I'm just surprised your cuck ass didn't get an FD3. I really thought Discmania had a stronger hold on your balls than that. Spoke too soon as the mold you have the most of is the Cloudbreaker 3, and then this finished one. I don't know if there's a difference or not, but whatever. Personally, I can spot when a company is reaching into their fans' wallets by adding numbers to already existing discs. At least Innova will try and get more creative with it. Still shitty, but they did a better job at copying their friends' homework. Impasta can actually throw far as fuck. That's what happens when you pay for lessons. but he also happens to be one of the few people I think the Destroyer makes sense bagging. Well, kinda at least. Even though he has a DD3 here, like he needs another distance driver. Which is also why the PD is here, I think, which is his way of donating back to Discmania. But from this bag, I can safely say, you've done enough already. Day 2, the Legend Impasa laid down the best set of the whole fucking festival. Rocked out, hair down, and music loud. You know I had the camera whipped out like I was doing something important too. Even said fuck it and jumped on the stage with him. Hands down the most fire shit I've heard. And it might have been the adrenaline from the literal front flips Big Red was doing in the middle of the dance floor. Well, that's if you can count landing on your back a front flip. I'm just pissed I was in too much shock to start recording. It was that wild. With confidence, I can say that I will be attending next year's Base Ribbon Pines. I hope to see some of you disc generates there as well. I'm all about unique disc golf experiences, and this is near the top of my list. Tomorrow, Idle Wild starts, and I'll be at the event. So if you see me, come say what's up. Who knows, maybe I'll even roast your discs. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support Berdogi while I live in a minivan playing disc golf. Oh yeah, and if you want to know what I think of your favorite disc, check out the video right here.
Fire!